This is a tutorial on using the YourBell programming software, the latest version, which is version 2.23. This applies to versions of the YourBell that were sold previous to June 2015. They have an older format on the memory card, and this shows you how we are able to use this latest software with the older software or the older data format. First, verify you have the right software, version 2.23. And here we can see the information on the memory card as it shipped. We had Summon the Heroes, Season 1, Current Input 1. Input 1 is typically the front door. And then if we change it to 2, which is either a side door or rear door, you can see here comes the sun. You want to change these, remove a sound file, you move it. And the same with 2, remove the sound file. We're going to add a second season. So total seasons will be 2. Current season 1, input 1. Now we need to add files here on the right in order to be used with the different seasons and inputs on the left. Go to add files. Okay, those files show up. So for input 1, we're going to select these 3. For the rear door, and we're going to add sound files for the next season. I'm going to change the season here to the current season 2. Now when you add several sound files to a particular input, when the person presses that door button, the first time it's going to hear this, the second time, third time, fourth time, then the next time it'll go back to the beginning. Go to the rear door. Now this one, every time the button is pressed, it is only going to play this sound file. Alright, so we've adjusted everything the way we want it. Happy with that, so we want to save the changes. Here's another difference between this and the newer version. You need to format the memory card before you make the save. So we go to the H drive, which holds the memory card, format, FAT default, and here we want to change this to the default allocation size. Don't want a quick format. Hit start. Alright, format is complete. And we will now save the changes. Alright, and we can view the changes. And here you'll get to see the next difference between the new format and the old format. Do find memory card. You can see all the names have changed. This is because in the newer format, the units June 15th and after, or June of 2015 and after, we were able to add the actual names of the sound files into the data. This was not done with previous versions. We do have a workaround that will allow you to be able to make changes to the sound file names and they'll be stored in the ID3 tag of the MP3 file. To do this, you go to a particular sound file, right-click on it, and you can change the name. Hit OK. Now that information has been stored in the ID3 tag of the MP3 file, and we'll follow it from here on. Now for one that comes up with sound 2, where we had absolutely no sound information, you can double click it, and you can hear that when it played that it was proud to be an American. So now you right click it, click OK, and that made the change. Right click it, then all you have to do is save the changes. Now if we do a find memory card, you'll not only see that the changes stayed here on the right, but they also show up here on the left. Now you can do the save, change, and memory, find memory card. You can continue to toggle back and forth as often as you'd like, but before you do a final save, when you're completely finished with what you're doing, we highly recommend that you format the memory card before you do that final save. And there you have it. That is the information you need to be able to program the old format of the YourBell programming data card information, complete with changing, adding a season, changing names, adding sound files, etc.